me and Dan started the band. The name
just kind of fucking hit me one day, you know what I mean? And I said at the jam, like, what do you think of the name Holiday? And he thought about it for a second. He's like, yeah, it's pretty sick. Everyone else who I asked was totally down with it. It just kind of goes totally with the attitudes that we live by, you know what I mean? We just hang out and have good times, and we're constantly on a holiday, if you will. Sounds kind of cheesy, but it kind of works, you know what I mean?
we like to have fun, party, and, you know, take you on a holiday.
Dude, when we got the box of CDs, I opened it up and I was shit my pants. It was awesome. Like for so long, especially because we've gone through a lot of member changes and a lot of songs that we had and threw out and a lot of ideas that kind of went down the drain with this and that. And once we finally had a recorded CD with a label and pressed copies and in packages and shit, it was like, wow, man, we're actually getting somewhere with this. Although it is only a little EP, it's something tangible, and we did it, you know what I mean? Like from the ground up.
We recorded that first album, we needed to have something to give to anybody coming to shows, you know what I mean? Just recording 6 songs of what we had at the time, and just to have something to get out there, just to give to whoever was coming to shows, and just see how we sounded, you know what I mean? What we could do, and yeah, pretty much just have something to show for it. It's a great thing, you know what I mean? It's a really great feeling to know that you've got something of yourself completely on tape and you can give it to somebody else for their own interpretation, or let somebody else analyze you top to bottom, you know what I mean? It's really cool. It's one of the, I guess, a point of the art. It's really nice. It's a great experience.
It's great. Like, I think it's one thing selling it at shows to people who come see you, and another thing from people ordering it online from Japan and Australia, everywhere else. Just so pumped about the CD, and yeah, just sending us money because they wanted it. That was incredible. Like, who's Jay Perry? No one, you know what I mean? And they want something that I had a part in creating, which is something, you know, you can't describe, and it's just a great feeling.
Oh, dude. We, fuck. Okay, me and Jay started it out as 2 guitarists. The whole holiday idea and shit, and then went through a couple bassists, went through a couple drummers, just jam with people. A lot of times they weren't what we were looking for, they just sucked. Hate to sound like a dick, but you know what, whatever. So we finally get a hold of Noose, who has a sick rig right there. He's wicked with commitment. He's a great bassist, and he was down with the idea, so getting him was a great thing for us, especially after the struggle we had with bassists. We must have went through like 3 or 4 in a span of a couple months. And when you're trying so hard to get a band going, that sucks. To be discouraged constantly in any aspect sucks, but especially trying to get the actual band together. At this time we actually had Adam, and he was kind of sketchy in the fact that we didn't know what his commitment level was and shit like that. So we had him, and in the process we acquired Vince. And at this point we never really had a substantial singer, just trying guys out over and over and over, and that sucked. And then Vince was in a band. They actually practiced downstairs, and we were up here, and one day he just sent us a message saying, yo dude, like, let me try this shit because I can fucking nail it. So at that point it was me, Jay, Noose, and Vez, Adam, my first drummer. And he came out one night and just killed it. So we're like, fuck, this is sick. Now we got Vince. He says he's in, let's work with him. So that's when we started playing our shows and shit. So at the time there was 5 of us, we're kicking ass. And then at that point, we started getting a little more serious, and our drummer, Vez, was, like I said, he was kind of sketchy with the whole thing, right? And the more we wanted to do, the less interested he got.
So you kind of have to trust in somebody else that they're going to give 150% to your vision as well as their own, you know what I mean? And, you know, some people are the leaders, some people are the followers, and within a conventional rock and roll band, you know, it's very much a team sport, and you got to rely on those people at all times for whatever it may be. And yeah, it's tough. It's tough to find those guys because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but at the end of the day, if you don't honor your own true vision, you're only hurting yourself, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's tough when eyes don't meet up, you know?
But then we acquired Derek about a year ago, who's an ex-member of Black Maria. Great drummer, so he joined, we were playing and shit for a bit. And then not too long ago, we just kind of decided that he needed to go a separate way because of his job and this and that.
I think that great musicians are a dime a dozen, but great band members are kind of impossible to find. So we're still, well, we hopefully found that one great band member drummer right now. His name is Squeaks. He's muscular.
So you think this lineup is the final change?
We hope so. We don't want to change as much anymore.
As the member situation, like, I couldn't see this being the final member situation. There's a lot of problems when you get to a band. Like, you have people, I'm not going to say anyone in particular, but you got people with girlfriends, you got people with jobs, school. I think it is hard to get reliable members because a lot of people don't realize that when you're in a band, they just see, oh, you go play shows, girls start talking to you more, and you know you're considered cool, but they don't see behind where you have to go and spend your own money to get to your shows, to buy equipment, to pay for your merch, your recording, your van, your trailer, etc. It's just endless money. You don't really make any money until you're huge, which sucks, but hey, you know, you gotta sacrifice.